Okay, welcome to episode 4 of Getting Started with Blender. So, like I said in previous videos, if you haven't watched episode 1, 2, and 3, you won't know how we got here. So, what I'm going to do is suggest that you watch those, but let's carry on with episode 4. So, this is where we are at the moment. So if I go here, this is what we've got. Okay, what I want to do is show you, let's say you don't want to use, let me just hide this light. So also a pretty cool thing is if you want to hide an object, so let's say you want to hide the cube, you just click there and it hides it. Okay, and then if you want to bring it back, you just click on it again and this will only hide it. So if you now go here, zoom in, and you want to render this image, okay, so you want this image as your final image, and this is still selected, so this is still enabled. It will add the cube in your final render. It's just to view, if that makes sense. So only when you're viewing it now will you not see the cube. But if you don't want the cube in your final render as well, you're just going to click there and you can see it's got the X there and it will disable the cube in your final render. Just thought that might be interesting for you. So let's bring this back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how to import HDRI, because let's say you want to take this light away and you don't want to use an area light, okay, and you just want to add a HDRI. Then let me show you how to do it, because it could be handy for next for your other renders and that kind of stuff. So like I taught you, go to window and then go to new and then go to toggle full screen, and then you're going to go to a website called Polyhaven, and then you're going to go to assets, HDRIs, and you can see here, these are them. So you want to get something depending on your scene. So we've got kind of like an indoor scene, so we're going to click there and let's just download this one. So, or let's go with this one. So click on it and you can get 4K, 8K, 16K, 1K, 2K. What I suggest is just go with the 4K. Click on download and then this will come up and it will start to download. You can see there, and it's called small empty room. Just remember that, because we're going to need to find it. So it's a .x, it's a .exr file. So we're done with that. We can go here and we are back in Blender. Let's do this. Now, how do we add a HDRI? So let's go here. One cool thing is if you click here and I turn it off, you can see this is with an HDRI that comes with Blender, but when you render it won't show the HDRI. It's just to view it while you're working. But let's add one quickly. So you're gonna go to shading and now you're gonna click here, go to world. Okay, you can see this is here. Now what you want to do is go Shift A and type in environment, get an environment texture, plug the color into the color, and now we need to find the HDRI that we downloaded. And then what you want to do is go open and search wherever you saved it. I saved it on my desktop and it's over here, so just click there and open it. And now if we go here to layout, you can see it's added the HDRI. Okay, so that can also light your scene. If you don't want to use the HDRI and you want to use the area light, so you can take the area light off. If you want to switch it off, let me just close this. You just go back to shading and then just do this. So just unplug it and then go there, and now you don't have the HDRI. So it's up to you. I kind of like it like this. So now let's just scale this, make it bigger, because you can see our camera. We want a nice camera view, something like this. Let's bring this down. So click on this and let's go here to scale, bring this down, something like that, and then click on your model and then let's go to X, hit G, bring it down so it touches there. Now let's go back to camera. It's starting to look nice. So now we can always find a decent spot, something like something like this, and then just go shift. You can bring it like that, so you find something that you like. So now let's go here and just click there on your thing, and then just scale it like that. So that when I go to camera now, it looks like that. So now let's say we don't want the old camera view, we want to snap it like this. So just click on your camera and then go Control Alt 0, and this will come up now. You can see the camera is now like this. So we just got to adjust a little bit, like I showed you. Shift X and shift the Y. So shift it like that, and then just bring the Y up. And let's make this a little bit bigger. So we just do this, and then just go G, bring it down, something like that. And then bring our car down again. So there, boom, G, bring it down, something like that, a little bit lower. So G, it looks good. Now let's go back to camera view. And what we want to maybe do is just make our model a little bit bigger. So click there on the Sketchfab model, go S, scale it up, scale it something like that. And that's looking pretty cool. And now what we can actually do is just rearrange this. So click on our cube, bring it like that, then like this, bring it like that. Just so we find something we like. Same thing with the camera, just adjust it. Something like that. Like I said, this is not something perfect. I'm just trying to show you just what you can do in Blender. So now, let's say we want to light this a little bit nicer. So let's add another light. So let's go back here. And then what you can do is, let's go Shift A. Same thing, light, area. And then go to X, G. Same thing, bring it up. And go to Z to go to top view. And then go G, bring it like this to the side. G, bring it forward. And then S, let's scale it up. And now what you want to do is hit R twice. So boom, boom. And this allows us to rotate it freely. So now we can point it on the car. And then let's go back to our side view and look at the power. Let's make it about 250. And then let's go and have a look. And now you can see if you bring this up, it's like 1000, brings it up more. I think 250 looks good. Just has a bit more detail, dimension, that kind of stuff. And what you could also do is, let's go back here. What you could also do is add another plane. So you only really need this backdrop. What you could do is go Shift A, get a mesh, get a plane, then go S, scale it up, go X again, and then what you're going to do is go here to rotate, and then just flip the plane like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then G, and then G to bring it higher, something like that. And then G, bring it like that, and then S, scale it up. We might need to adjust it. Now you can see here. Okay, so now what we can do is this material of the cube, we'll add it to this material. So click on the plane, the second plane, go here to material, hit new, click here, and now we want this material. So there we go. And now it's added it to here. So look how cool that's actually looking. You can see there, just has a bit of weirdness, that kind of stuff. So we can also go G, bring this here. You know what I mean? Just to get the right, almost like it looks like it's on a pedestal. You can bring it like that. Click on this plane, then go to scale, and just scale a little bit wider, that kind of stuff, and that's looking pretty cool. And I think I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do now is let me show you how to render. So what settings to use. So you're going to go here to render, make sure in cycles, and then under the max samples for your render, just make it 200, and then let's go here to performance, change this tile size to 256, and enable persistent data. And now all you do is you just hit F12, boom, wait for it to render. Depending on how good your computer is, that all depends on how long it's going to take to render, but it shouldn't take too long. You can see mine, a couple of seconds. And there we go, you've just created your first scene. All you do is you go image, save, and then find a place to save it as. Okay, and that's it. That's your first Blender render done. Hopefully you learned a few things. Hopefully it's been interesting for you. Hopefully hopefully that helped. I really do hope this video helped you. Share it with a friend, share it with your grandmother, share it with your enemy, and check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out some of my other links, help support the channel. But hopefully you enjoyed the video like I said, and make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.